Let's talk about intentional parenting. What I mean by intentional parenting is just the kind of parenting that isn't easy, because you're going to have to take time to really be with your kids in a moment that you might not want to. I'm going to give you an example of exactly what I mean. This morning, my 5-year-old daughter wanted to have a protein bar for breakfast, and I knew that it wouldn't fill her up. I was offering to make pancakes and sausage, but she wanted this bar, so I said, yeah, you can have the bar, and I asked her if she would also like a smoothie. I make smoothies nearly every day, so of course she said yes. I made the smoothie, gave them to all of the kids, and she didn't drink the smoothie. 30 minutes later, she came in and asked me if I would make her pancakes and sausage. I let her know that I'd be happy to make pancakes and sausage if she was still hungry after she finished her smoothie. When I tell you that she felt like it was the end of the world that I said this, she just started crying, and I could tell she was about to go into a full-blown tantrum. It would be a lot easier in that moment to be like, no, I'm not making you pancakes and sausage. I already made you a smoothie. I said what I said, do what I said. It's just a lot easier to be authoritarian in that moment, but it's not always the right choice. And I don't mean to say that I was going to back down from the fact that she needed to drink the smoothie first, but it was how you present that information to her. So I let her know, hey, does throwing a tantrum get you your way? And she said no, but she was still crying, and I could see it escalating to where it was going to be a full-blown ordeal. This was right when I was about to do my makeup for the day. So obviously I put my makeup down. I'm doing it right now. I put my makeup down, and I sat down with her, and I said, I'm still not going to make pancakes and sausage until you finish your smoothie. But are you going to need to throw a whole tantrum first, or can I help you calm down right now? And she asked me to help her calm down right then. And so I said, what's the first thing we need to do when you need to calm down? And she said, well, I need to take a chill pill, which for us, a chill pill is just big deep breaths. And I said, that's right. And she said, I don't like breathing. She's crying really hard at this point. I don't want to take a chill pill. I don't like breathing. And so I was hugging her, and I'm breathing, letting her body feel mine as I'm hugging her to hope that she starts breathing too. And it wasn't working. And so I was letting her know just very calmly how our brains, we're going to get a headache if you're not breathing. If you keep crying, it's just, you're not going to feel good. You're not going to be able to calm down. Breathing is the first step to being able to calm down. But she was not being able to breathe in that moment. And honestly, it is so tempting in those moments just to be oh my goodness, just breathe. But I know that that's just going to make her even more upset if I get upset. It's going to take a little longer than I wanted it to. And that's where the intentional parenting part comes in. Sometimes things with parenting are going to take longer than you want them to, but your kids are going to learn something so much more valuable if you just take that time. And sometimes that means that we're late for school. Sometimes that means that we don't get to go do something fun, but those moments are so important. So I noticed she wasn't going to breathe. She wasn't calming down. So she needed a distraction and to learn how to breathe. I knew that I had these balls in my office. So I said, hey, can you go get those balls you like to play with out of my office? And so she said yes. And she ran and she got the ball and she came back to me. She's distracted. So she stopped crying, but she was still upset. She still needed to breathe, and I needed to teach her how to breathe. So we took the ball to my bathroom, and we both laid on the ground on our stomachs, and I asked her to blow the ball across the tile floor to me. We did that back and forth several times until she was not breathing hard at all anymore. She wasn't crying. The whole tantrum was done, and I asked her if she felt better, and she said yes. I was then able to explain to her that a big reason she felt better was because she started breathing when she was blowing the ball across the floor to me, and also when she stopped thinking about the pancakes and sausage because she went to get the ball from my office. Then I was able to ask her, when we're upset like this, what is one of the first things we need to do to be able to calm down? And you know what she told me? She said, take chill pills. I need to breathe. Then I asked her, why do you need to breathe when you're upset? And she said, because if I'm crying and not breathing, I'm going to get a headache and get more upset. Exactly, but it's hard to do that when you're upset and you're only 5 years old. Now that she was all calmed down, I was able to say, we still can't make pancakes and sausage until you finish your smoothie, but is there something wrong with your smoothie today? And that's when she told me that she didn't like it. And that's when I realized I forgot to put the chocolate protein powder in it, so it tasted a lot like vegetables. From then, I was able to tell her, oh my goodness, let me fix your smoothie and put the chocolate in it so that it tastes better for you. And we went to the kitchen and we mixed up the protein powder in there together. She tasted it, she loved it, And now she's drinking the smoothie perfectly happily. She asked if she can have pancakes and sausage after. And I said, why don't you drink your whole smoothie, wait 5 minutes, and if you're still hungry, then yes, I will happily make you the pancakes and sausage. It did take a bit of my time this morning to parent that and help her calm down, but it is totally worth it because she's gonna learn how to regulate her emotions so that when she's an adult, she knows how to do that. Anyway, intentional parenting. It takes longer, but it's totally worth it.